The ancient Egyptian goddess Ammut, also known as Ammit and Ahemait, was the personification of divine retribution. She sat beside the scales of Ma'at ready to devour the souls of those deemed unworthy. Those unfortunate enough to fail the judgment of the dead would suffer the feared second death, and have no chance of the blissful life of the field of reeds, instead roaming restlessly for eternity. Thankfully, the judges, Osiris or Anubis, were not too harsh, and the prosecutor, Thoth, was a pretty enlightened guy. The deceased made a negative confession, i.e. they listed the large number of evil things they had never been guilty of, and then their heart was weighted against the feather of Ma'at, justice or balance. It was not necessary to be totally good, just reasonably well balanced. There were also a number of spells and amulets the deceased could use to increase their chance of success. Her name is generally translated as Devourer, but could also be the chilling, bone eater, and she was known as Devourer of Millions, leading to the suggestion that the god Amhet was one of her aspects. Some scholars have linked Ammut with the hippopotamus goddess Taweret, because of the similarities in their appearance and their role in fighting evil. According to some traditions, she lived by the scales of justice, but other sources suggested that she, like Amhet, lived by a lake of fire into which the souls of the guilty were thrown. According to these traditions, she did not devour the souls, but protected the lake. This has led some to suggested that she may be linked to Sekhmet due to her leonine characteristics and her role in protecting a lake of fire. She was generally depicted as a demon with the head of a crocodile, the torso of a wild cat, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. However, she also took human form. Ammut was never worshipped, and was not strictly a goddess, but her image was thought to ward off evil. She was the personification of all that the ancient Egyptians feared and a reminder to live by the principles of Ma'at. Although she was referred to as a demon, she was in reality a force for order. Moreover, each person was at least given the chance to defend their actions before being consigned to eternal damnation. The heart scarab was used to encourage the person's heart not to speak out against them, and the negative confession allowed a person to defend themselves by pointing out all of the evil actions they had not taken.